The wedding was okay, was perfect, in fact, because I would say God worked things out. In fact, the whole idea of the wedding was her idea. All through the planning to the initial day, in fact, from the idea itself, because me, the idea of a wedding never passed my mind at all. But the fact that she wanted that, I will not have wanted to deny her that. And also it was bringing me to another field that I was not used to, because she was now too much into church activities. She was so much into these weddings. Now, you know, when you're in church, she had, how do you say, alisimamia harusi mingi. So alikuwa amezoea. So in fact, while I had gone to Garissa, there was a wedding she had invited me to, and I was there. And I had the time to, in fact, we had already made the time. Hadi alinishonea nguo. Only for me to reach the D-Day. Kwambia, hey, something has come up, I cannot make it. What's that has come up? Why is it coming up a day too? So the fear was always there. But this time around, I had to go through it because I was part of it. So the wedding, we did our wedding on the 15th of December, 2018. And we got married at Redeemed Gospel Church. Our parents blessed us. But also the wedding, we had our challenges, because that is when we knew our friends. Yeah, those who are for you. And that is when even my mother would ask you, the way you have many friends whom you used to play with basketball in college, your friends, what's up? Because to tell you the truth, even my best man, sorry to say this, is somebody I knew in 2 weeks. The people that I had already, the committee that I had formed for my friends, in fact, the only person who came to my wedding that I had placed to be among my best men, came as a friend, was only one person. The one that I expected to come on the last minute tells me I'm flying out, and he goes off. So it taught me a lot of things. Maybe it was something to tell me, now you are going to another step, there are certain things you need to let go of. And apparently up to now, I would say less than 2% of my friends who we communicate. If not on social media, we only view our pictures and that's it. You know somebody's just watching. But I'll say it was God sent. It was something beautiful, and it happened perfectly.
To us, I would say, to us, we had planned the wedding. We planned in June, and then we thought we were going to get married in July or June or July, but we went up to December the 15th. Reason, okay, when we plan a wedding, I thank God because when I came from Kisumu, and then I joined church. I became mtu wa kanisa kabisa. So I got the confidence to hold a wedding, to hold a committee and everything. And so to him, he wanted something private. He wanted, if it's a wedding, let's go to the court and do 1, 2, 3. On my side, I had made friends all over. So nobody was going to hear, my friends and everything, that you are going to do a wedding and you're doing a private wedding. So I was looking for a way to accommodate my friends. But on the D-Day, you know, we planned the wedding, we had a committee, we thank God for the committee. Committee actually usually assists you in making plans that you cannot achieve. They show you the way, what you can do on an easier way. And the committee usually consists of people who got married and they know what you're going through. So the D-Day, I would say, I remember it was hectic. On Friday, Saturday is the wedding. On Friday, it was hectic. because we had to, tulikuwa sisi ndo tunafaa kukusanya watu tukutane mahali fulani, and then the attacks that we got from people that we did not expect. We expected to get financial challenges. Those were some of the attacks, but in real sense we got relatives who are attacking our marriage. You get? So when we were planning the wedding, we thought that, okay, these are the challenges that we are getting, but in real sense we are getting other challenges that we did not expect, and in fact we did not think that this could be a challenge. So actually I thank God for him and for myself, and if it's to advise anyone, if you are planning a wedding or anything, jipangeni kwanza nyinyi wawili, msingoje ati watu wenye wanawapangia ama kuna mtu amekwambia ndatoka huko nikuje niwashikilie and everything. People will talk, but you sit down, talk what you can, make sure financially mko stable, so that if any person does anything, nyinyi mko sawa. Because I remember when we got married that day, the pastor said, in this place, if we have the bridegroom, the bride, and the rings, we don't care about anybody else. We don't care. The wedding must happen. Chakula ikue isikue. So at that point, I thank God because of the both of us. Because it had to come for the both of us. Lazima tungekaa chini tuelewane, we are having a wedding. No matter what comes, we are having a wedding. We had challenges. The first challenge was system ya music. You know, the people we had, there were people who were communicating directly to us. We did not have that chairman who was going around doing things during our wedding. No, they were communicating to us. So usiku ya Friday, me I could not sleep, he could not sleep. Why? Mtu wa system alikuwa anasema, oh, microphones zimeharibika the last minute. Tujui tutafanya aje. Mtu wa kupika inasemekana kuna kitu imekosekana. So we were getting the heat while preparing for the wedding. But I thank God, God anakuwapatianga grace ya kuhandle things. You know that this is going to happen. When you pray, I know God, you are going to make things happen, no matter what challenge is coming. So tulijitayarisha. During the day, we were worried because the parents were coming from Uganda, the parents. And in the morning, my parents walikuwa wamefika, but his parents bado hawakuwa wamefika. So he was worried actually.
Imagine pastor anaanzisha
sherehe.
Anasema sasa hao watatupata katikati. Wewe umekaa ngumu, mzazi wangu lazima afike. Sasa hizo wanakuambia tuko Thika Road jam. So it was hectic, yes, I'd say. But roho inagonga. Now my best man is tulia, everything is going to be fine. Everybody just says I'm restless. She sits on the other side, she's like, tulia. I was like, no, how can the pastor start preaching and my parents are not yet there? It took them like 20 minutes, like this is when they were coming in. Everything had to stop. The seats had to be made again for them to sit down. That is when now I was now calm. Now the activities are now starting from there. By the time the sherehe ilikuwa inaisha, you have no energy. Hauna energy. Now umepakuliwa chakula hapo, waambia sukule. The only thing I think I ate from that table was the soda I drank, and I took, I don't know, 2 spoons of the meal that was there. Because usalimie huyu, kuja pige picha, sijui the gifts. By the time everything was over, now we were going to where we were going to have our honeymoon. I had to tell the driver, hebu simama kwanza, niende kwa chemist pale, I had to take a painkiller. Ndo nirudi kwa gari. But I would say God is good because everything went smoothly. Even the hiccups that she was talking about after the wedding, it was like there was no hiccup.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened. They say marriage is not a bed of roses. It's true. Because, you know, as a man, you are the head of the house. And you know, when we get into marriage, I wouldn't say we are that young, but we are young. We are in our youths. But we also have our defaults as men. There are certain things that me as a man I'd want to hold on to. But in marriage, there are certain baggage you have to let go of because you are now not yourself. You are two of you. It's not easy. There are certain things you accommodate, there are certain things you have to let go of. It's not easy, but it's easy because we put God to lead you in each and every activity that you are going to partake as a husband in marriage. Unataka kuvaa nguo, huyu anakuambia usivaa hii nguo. No, I want to put on this clothes. No, don't do that. Put on this clothes. So you find that there's but it's not you. It is the two of you. There's something that you do that you think affects only you. It doesn't affect only you. It affects the both of you. And I want to say that maybe that is the best thing about marriage. Somebody whom you have decided to share your life with makes an improvement on you, even if you don't see it the way you have to see it. That is the best part of marriage that I always have to see.
Myself, you know, we were in college with him. We were doing all sorts of things in college. We didn't have like a house set up where we are going and we are meeting there and talking. Kama ni kukula chakula tunaenda tunakula kwa hoteli, unaelewa? But when you come to a house set up now, before you bring you have to, mnafaa mkae kama familia. Me, I remember when we used to go out, he would eat. You know, alikuwa mchezaji. He would eat like, unapata tumeingia kwa hoteli anasema leta chapati 7. Hizo zinakulwa kabla mboga iletwe. Now, I did not picture that in the house. But now, it had to happen in the house. I had to cook in the house. And you know, somebody like me, pia mimi nilikuwa mchezaji. Nilikuwa nimezoea natoka mali natoka nakuja na lala na kunywa chai na lala and everything. But now here we are having somebody who I should accommodate in my life. The way I am accommodating myself as a second person. So to adapt, it's not easy, but once you realize I'm having this person and we are together, the both of us, you know, you try to accommodate, and then you find it easier when mnajuana. Unapata huyu anaweza accept your fault and then anakukava. Akikukava mimi najua wakati wa kumkava. Unaona? Wakati ajiwezi. So it's hectic, but sometimes you say, hey, afadhali. Kuna time nashindwa kwenda mahali, naona, hey, wacha niende mahali fulani na ataniendea. My husband anasema, I'll go for you because he knows me. So getting somebody who is a companion, who is somebody who can stand in for you, who knows your weakness and who know your faults. Kuna watu wengine wajuangi kuweka inaitwa aje. You know, when you come to a marriage setup, mimi nakuja na weaknesses zangu. He comes with his weaknesses. I have to embrace the weaknesses. If I don't and focus on the weaknesses, the marriage will not be stable. So it feels good when somebody can, naweza ambia mtu niweke hii siri na anajua siri yangu na we can live together and be happy. That's something very, I treasure that actually in our marriage. The fact that he knows my weaknesses and he's embracing my weaknesses and I am embracing his. So mi naweza sema kwa marriage, that's something that bado na still najivunia because we are sharing things that we didn't know we could share with other people.
Highest moment in our marriage, I think, was when we had this boy. That was the best part in our life because you understand when you are married, the next thing everybody expects is kuona wife akona dumbo, akona ball. So each and every time, in fact, there used to be another WhatsApp post she always had whereby the family members would sit down waiting for that moment my wife will get pregnant. So never post that thing. It's like you are mocking. So the moment we had our son, I think that was the best moment we had. Because it's now, let's say, 4 years since we are married. And our kid is approaching 7 months. So there's nothing more I can be proud of.
The highest moment for me is, you see, the marriage, the wedding thing usually in the community. In my family, I'm the firstborn. He is the firstborn, and actually we are both of us. We are the ones who have done. I will say we have done marriage the way it's supposed to be done.
We had a wedding.
And that is an achievement on both of our sides. Actually, I think we set an example. For me, that's a good thing, to set an example in your family. Because I remember inviting family members from up country. He was inviting them, but nobody was like, what are these people doing? Are they serious? Do they know what they are doing? But for me, that's really high. And then the fact that I got married to my best friend. You know, it's not like it's something normal, no. This best friend, mkishaoana, you know each other. So it's like you are taking something from some place you had left it. So I thank God for the fact that I got married to him. Because to me, in my category of people who are handsome, he's one of them. And when I say handsome, I mean inside and outside. I would say that he has complimented me in a lot of ways. When we got married, I did not sing. I usually did not sing. Nilikuwa naimba tu kwa bafu. He's the one who told me, by the way, unaweza imba vizuri sana na unaweza imbia watu. He's the one who pushed me. He does not sing, but he pushed me. He encouraged me. I used to sing in the choir, so he encouraged me to go solo. And in life, I think who is a partner? He's somebody who will lift you up where he cannot go. If he knows he cannot go there, he will atakwambia songa mbele, ni encourage. So to me, I think that's really high for me. And the lowest part is when watu walikuwa naongea after we got married. You know, people talked a lot, and it's not like it was 10 years that tujapata mtoto. It was like we are three years or 4 years ndo tulikuwa tunaelekea. So for me, that was low because we got married. I expect people to, like, you know, we got married, the both of us. Nobody advised her to get married. Why should you advise her when to get a baby? You see? So for us, it was like, yani ilikuwa ni kama ukitoka nje. I remember there was a time tulikuwa tuna travel to up country. He was like, he wants me to be behind him because he knows nikienda mahali peke yangu ndaanza kuulizwa we, kwani matokeo iko wapi? You see? They call it matokeo. But that was low for me, but at the end of the day, I will call it an encouragement because ili to encourage, tukachangamka, and then God blessed us with this beautiful, handsome baby boy, and then ikatufanya tukajua there is time for everything. That time yenye kukua, we were supposed to be doing something, yeah? Because we were still bado tulikuwa tunajuana. There is a reason why alikhave kukuja wakati kama huu. And so I would like actually to encourage my young people when you get kwa marriage. When you get into the marriage, you know what got you into the marriage. Focus on that. Don't focus on the outside people. Because at the end of the day, lazima watu waongee. You get married, hiyo siku mmeoana, na hii ni nguo gani alivaa? They will talk about the wedding. After that, mkikaa chini uonekane what's happening, kwani nini inaendelea, ni nini wanafanya. So you will be people will be talking about you. So for me, I will call it a low moment because unajua unaanza kujishuku. When you don't get pregnant, unaanza kusema, kwani shida iko wapi? But now when I got pregnant and God did it for us, and actually it's a testimony, I knew that God's time is the best, and it made us become responsible and cautious of what we are, the two of us, in the marriage.
Marriage is an institution that is blessed by God, meaning each and every relationship that you are going to start has to start on the right foundations that you know God is going to bless very much easily.
Boo, 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 boo.
Those people who are in relationships, the only way you cement a relationship is by creating that covenant. And that covenant, once it is blessed by God, means God has ordained it. Means you have to put in the work, the prayer, for it to grow. It's like you are watering a plant. You have to water it. You have to work through it. To those ones who have not yet been married, I won't say that you get married to your friend. For us, God did it for us that way. You meet people here and there, but the relationship has to be for the right reasons. This person has to complement you in each aspect of your life. You are perfect in something, but you are not perfect. This person has to complement you where you are not good. So you have to take your time, prayer, and work for it to work.
What I would advise is that it's not all about tall, dark, and handsome, as people say. Because yes, he is tall, dark, and handsome, but there are things you should learn from the supposed partner that you want to settle with. There are things that I will ask myself, can I live with this forever? You know, forever is not a month, it's not 2 months, it's not 3 months. So you have to be very cautious about that if you want to maintain your marriage, because marriage is all about, that's why you find that watu wanaoana miezi mbili, mwezi moja, wana divorce. Na sasa mmeenda through an expensive wedding. Me, I knew when I was getting married to him, I knew that this is my life partner. No matter what comes, we will go through together, because he's somebody, I know how he is. I know how he is as far as solving problems is. Because in life, kuna time unataka somebody mwenye atakwambia, okay, this ita happen sahi, but it will happen in future. There are those ones who wanakwambia, hii wachana nayo, haitawahi happen. So you need an encourager. You need somebody who can lift you when you're down. Ule atakuambia, okay, let's move. No matter what is happening, let's move. To me, I've got that from him. So I know, I'm sure too, during the days and everything, nitasonga because he's there. Ni kama yeye ndio ananiongezea mafuta. And I know this one I can live with, even if it's how many years, I will live with him, because kuna mahali anani compliment, as he has said.
My love,
Yes.
there's nothing much I would want in this life, because you've showed me everything that a man would want. And I'm thanking God for everything that you've showed me, and more that you keep on showing me. The path that you direct me, the advice that I get from you, I want to appreciate you for that. I want to appreciate you for being my wife. I want to appreciate you for being the mother to my son. And I want to appreciate you more for being my friend, as you've always been. And I only want to ask God to keep you, bless you, and give you more life. I love you, and I will always love you.
I love you too. My melanin. I love you so much. I thank God that I got to know you. I usually tell you that if we were told, or I was told to do it again, I will eventually do it again with you. And so I thank God for your presence. Thank you for the man that you are in our family. Thank you for being the head of my house. I know I have my shortcomings. If there is anything that I've wronged you throughout the 5 years that we have in our marriage, please forgive me, and remember that I love you. I will always love you. Thank you for leaving most of your things. I know there are so many things you have sacrificed for our family. It's not easy. Actually, it was hard. But you did it just for us. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being the calm person that I know. Every time I feel that I'm down, you encourage me a lot. And I feel that you should know that your strength is making me more stronger each and every day. I love you so much. Aheri Malich, and God bless you.